Hello, and welcome to the Pursuing Connection podcast. My name is Jenny, and I invite you to join me on the journey of pursuing connection. Connection to God, connection to self, connection to your money, connection to others, just to name a few. Today, we are starting at the beginning by diving into the topic of connecting to your core values. Have you ever defined your core values? Like many people, I really thought I had an idea of what my values were, but I had never set out with intention to conscientiously define them until last year. I received a book recommendation of Brene Brown's Dare to Lead, and in part 2, she makes a couple of pretty powerful statements. 1, a value is a way of being or believing that we hold most important. 2, living into our values means that we do more than profess our values. We practice them. We walk our talk. We are clear about what we believe and hold important. And we take care that our intentions, words, thoughts, and behaviors align with those beliefs. Wow, now that is an explanation. She goes on to discuss the exercise that her team members go through to identify their core values. She suggests that it's difficult to live out more than 2 values, but I just could not whittle my suggestions down to 2, so I ended up going with 5. I tend more toward the analytical side of things, and I love a good spreadsheet. So I used that to help me with this task. I started with Brene's list of values available on her website, which I will link below, and I just circled all of the words that resonated with me in any way. And then I used those words to build my spreadsheet. You know how sometimes you think you know what a word means, only to look up the actual definition to find that you were a little bit mistaken? Just me? Well, I wanted to ensure that I understood the actual definition of each value word, so I looked up each one and added those definitions to my spreadsheet. For me, this exercise was super helpful in that it really helped to identify duplicate or similar words so that I could decide which ones to eliminate, keeping the ones that resonated with me the most. The step helped me to minimize my initial list from 19 to 10. And then I had some hard decisions to make of which values meant the most to me above all the others. This step did take a little bit of time, but it ended up giving me 5 core values that I truly identify with. And I'll share those with you. Number 1, connection. The act of connecting. Relationship. A relation of personal intimacy or family. Coherence or continuity. Something that connects or links. 2, creativity. The ability to create. The quality of being creative. 3, faith. Loyalty, fidelity to one's promises, firm belief in something for which there is no proof, complete trust, something that is believed with strong conviction. 4, integrity, firm adherence to a code of especially moral or artistic values, incorruptible, and unimpaired condition. Soundness, the quality or state of being complete or undivided. Completeness. And number 5, peace. A state of tranquility or quiet, state of security or order, freedom from disquieting or oppressive thoughts or emotions, harmony in personal relations, state of mutual concord, to be, become, or keep silent or quiet. Now, my top 5 come as absolutely no surprise to me. However, it's quite empowering to actually have those things identified. They are now displayed in my office, so I can see them every single day. They're particularly helpful when I'm having a tough time or working through an issue or frustration. Simply reminding myself of what is most important to me has helped me refocus my efforts and look for those values in whatever challenge I'm facing. It also allows me to ask how I can insert one of my values into the situation in order to gain a better outcome. Have you gone through this process to identify your values? If so, how do they resonate with you? Can you see them at work in your everyday life, your conversations, your reactions? Were there any surprises you hadn't clearly seen before? Have you shared those values with a friend, family member, or significant other? I have found that sharing your values with those close to you can reap wonderful benefits of connection and can truly help others to understand you like they may never have before. Once you have your core values identified, you may become aware of things you hadn't noticed before. Things at work, things in conversation, things in everyday life that now register differently. This is not a coincidence. As you become more aware, your awareness grows to match. Take note of things and conversations that excite you. Are they new? Is there something resonating like never before? All of these are signs of growth and should be commended. You've planted the seeds, and tiny sprouts are starting to peep through. And this is the time to protect and nurture your newfound awareness to help it grow even stronger. In looking back over the last year since defining my top 5, I realized that I have naturally been making some different choices and identifying things to either add or remove from my life. I've also disconnected from certain people and situations that no longer serve a good purpose in my life. I wasn't really aware that all these things were happening in the moment, but looking back over time, I can see how they all relate back to my core values. And it's amazing how defining what you want for your life truly changes your trajectory. We talked about earlier, a connection is something that links. And once you define your core values, you have the ability to link them in every single area of your life. So now I'm curious. Have you defined your core values? If so, what are they? How have they helped to shape or redefine your life? If you'd like to share, feel free to leave them in a comment or send me an email. I want to celebrate with you. Thank you for listening and for allowing me to be a part of your life today. You are a gift and capable of amazing things. I believe in you and look forward to chatting with you again soon. Until next time, stay connected.